pneumonia here. The lungs look clear. I'm sorry. I wish I could. Oh, I can. Let's see if we can do this a little better. Okay. So basically, when we're doing a scan, what we're doing is we're taking chops. So imagine if there's a flat table and you're laying down on the table with your bodies on it. Your feet are here. So we're looking feet north. Okay. So if we're looking towards your head, this is the right side and this is the left side.
Gotcha.
Air's black, bones are bright. So this is your right shoulder ball joint and left shoulder ball joint. This is your shoulder blade on the left, shoulder blade on the right, backbone, different ribs going around you. This is the collarbones here coming together, breastbone. This is the top of your left lung, top of the right lung. Okay. Now, the lungs should be spongy and normally this color, and everything's good. There's no spots on your lungs, no cancers, nothing like that. At the very top of your lungs, you got these Swiss cheese holes. Some of this is a little bit of emphysema developing. So your lungs are built like a tree. You've got your trunk and your two branches, about 10 big branches, and smaller and smaller and smaller like a tree. And at the end of the branches are the air sacs, and there are thousands of tiny little air pockets. And that's where the air goes into, and that's where you absorb into the bloodstream, because the blood vessels run in the walls. So if this room were an air sac, the blood vessels are in the walls where the studs are. So air would come down this hallway into this room, dissolve through, get pumped in, get into the blood, and get pumped on.
Right.
Okay. So what happens in bronchitis is your hallways are skinny, and so it's harder to move air through bronchitis. So COPD is bronchitis and emphysema. So in bronchitis, imagine if the hallways are, instead of having big wide hallways, you got little tiny ones. You can't get a bunch of air through, so it's harder to move air.
Right.
Emphysema is not about the hallways, it's about these air sacs. So if this room's an air sac and there's one over here and one over here and one over there, if we knock out all these walls, okay, we got a bigger air sac, but you lost all these walls to absorb through. And think about it, in a space this big, would you rather have 1,000 air sacs or a little, or one? You know, the more the better. And so what happens is, if you think about it, these are Swiss cheese holes. Like if this is about density and the air's pitch black, your lungs should be spongy, not these little dark spaces. Okay, and so there is some emphysema in the top parts of your lungs right here. So that is some COPD. Okay, and think of it like, again, these are they're just not functional lung. Okay, and so think of it like a loaf of bread. When you cut through it, you get the tiny air pockets. Occasionally get a big useless hole that the peanut butter falls through. So that's kind of what happens here. Okay? So you've got some of that at baseline. So that's your baseline.
Okay.
Then you came into the hospital and you were sick, and you were, I guess, how long were you sick for? About a week and a half?
Yeah, we.
Okay. So they did a CAT scan. First of all, they did one on your abdomen along with the chest x-ray. And the bottoms of your lungs looked really good. So this is the bottoms of your lungs look good. There was very little fluid. I mean, it looked pretty good. I would say this is